Good morning, everybody. Lisa Walker here. I thought I would show you guys my what I think is a fairly quick makeup routine. So I've got 8:38 on my watch here. Oops, if I can. 8:38. I don't usually like to put myself on a timer because it tends to stress me out for some reason. But I just want to show you how quickly you can make yourself look good in the morning. There's like, if I don't go anywhere, I don't put makeup on my face just because I also feel like you should have, let your skin breathe, especially if you're not going anywhere. What's the point? I don't think I have to look, decent to run to my mailbox. But I did start with my moisturizer. So I already had that on and kind of had let that soak in. So now I'm using my primer. Just because I have found that, especially as I get older, I really need a primer to help smooth everything out. I'm just going to put on some tinted moisturizer because honestly, it never hurts to hydrate yourself even more, especially in the winter, just because it seems like with the heater on, everything dries out. And I'm being lazy today and just throwing it on my fingers and just kind of rubbing it in. So we'll see. I've never done this in where I've just done it all. So we'll see. I need to put my other light on here too, because see if I can see better with that light. Because I'm looking at I can see if I look in the mirror. It's just very hard to look in the phone camera and see what I'm doing. And I don't like my light ring is pretty good, but hopefully you guys will be able to see the transformation. So it's a real easy, just rubbing in the moisturizer. It doesn't have an orange look or anything funky, so it blends in really well. Now, I don't know if you guys had seen, I love these little makeup rags that I mentioned before, I think on Amazon. It's like a 3-pack for maybe 10 bucks. And I like having them because they tend to wipe the makeup off better than just a dry washcloth. And I go through enough paper products without contributing to even more trash. So I like the fact that I can throw these in the washer. And like I said, I bought a 3-pack so that I always have a clean one handy. So there's that. Oh, one other thing I usually like to do, I have to get out my little, because it's almost gone. I use the heck out of it, but it's my lip conditioner, the vitamin C one. Because I don't know about everybody else, but holy cow, my lips are so dry if I do not put something on them at this time of year. I mean, I feel like I found them like cracking and bleeding. So I like to have them getting hydrated. And then, let's see, I don't know if you can tell, but I got like a little nick right here. So I'm gonna fill that in. Normally I don't have to do this step, but I was being lazy and I used like this little wand to clean up my brows because I try to clean them up in between waxing. And I nicked I nicked it, so I don't know if you can see, but it's like not even compared to this side. Like this is normal, I didn't screw this side up, but this side has like a skinny little weird thing, so I have to fix it. So again, because if I'm going out in public, I don't want to look like a crazy person. So, well, I mean, I don't want to look like a sloppy person. Crazy is one thing, sloppy is another. I don't want to look like some weirdo with a brow that's obviously been mauled. Okay, not so bad, eh? And this is, I ran out of my brow definer because normally I don't even need a brow definer, and half the time I use them as an eyeliner. So now I'm taking my eyeliner and using it as a brow definer because, you know, when you have an accident, you got to fix it. You can't just go out in public like that. And I'm still doing like this highlighter thing, even if I go out, just because if I don't do something for a while, I feel like I forget, and I don't want to forget what I'm doing. So I try to keep up with it, and I just make like a little triangle thing on my nose, and then I come down this way, and then I found out you're supposed to put a little blip there and a little blip there. And then I do the darker side. I don't know if you can see. And like I said, I don't normally do these kind of tutorials because I don't feel like I know enough to do them. But you know what? I'm just gonna bite the bullet because when I show you guys that it doesn't have to be perfect, nobody's gonna really know, and it's fun. So I always start with the lighter shade. I use this tip part for the light shade. I don't know why, just because it just feels like that's what I'm supposed to do. But I'm sure you can find other beauty tutorials with people that actually know, but I'm just kind of showing you, like, this is like what the average Joe does, that's not worried about being glamorous but doesn't want to look like a complete hot mess. So, and then I take the fat side, this end down here, and I do my blending of the darker shade. Now they say if you learn how to contour properly, like I've watched tutorials that just blow me away. I mean, and I'm not talking about people that have like skin conditions and cover themselves up to look like a completely different person, but like even ones that they can change the shape of their face, you know. I mean, it's like all of a sudden they have a chiseled chin, and this is so defined, and you don't have the, you know, turkey neck. And to me, it's amazing. Or the one, there's somebody on YouTube, and I don't know if I can't remember if it's a guy or a girl. I want to say it's a girl, but I'm not sure. But she makes herself look like famous people by the way she does her makeup. Now, granted, she's an artist, and I can barely draw a stick figure. So whatever I manage to do with myself is, you know, it's a win. Sorry, I need my coffee. And for all you keto people, I made my bulletproof coffee. So I stopped putting sugar in my coffee. I'm trying to think. It's been a couple years now, I think, and it was a very hard transition for me. And now instead of using creamer, I use either half and half or heavy whipping cream, just whatever happens to be open that I have to get rid of, because of the carb count is so much less. And then I found out this thing called like bulletproof coffee. So you put some MCT oil in there. So just so y'all know, if you need to do keto, the bulletproof coffee is awesome. Okay, and this is a little highlighter stick. Ooh, I usually go right there. And I'm telling you, I'm not even looking at myself in the mirror, so God only knows. Hopefully when I go to the grocery store today, I won't look like a silly person. Like a clown. And then I take my little blender cheeky thing, blush, and put it on the balls of my apples. Not the balls, the apples of my cheeks. Right there. Okay. And then I pull out my magic handy little blotter thing. And I blend. And I blend up. And I blend up. I am not pretending to be a professional in this video, guys. Let's see, what do I do next? Ooh, I take my, and Avon has more colors now, but it is liquid eyeliner, and this one's kind of like a golden, which you guys, honestly, like, of course I'd like to always promote my makeup, but if you could see, like, my eyeliner was different. And some of these new things I've never, I hadn't tried before. Like, we've got like new toners and stuff like that, but I'm all about helping any other direct sellers. So if you guys know of another company that also has like amazing products, I'm not gonna like call you out for not just wearing all of my products. It's okay. So anyway, I took that and I dotted it all over both eyelids, and then I'm just gonna use my fingers. I know, but it's okay. I washed my hands, and I just kind of dab, a little dab, because your eye area is so tender. You don't want to be all like wrinkly, and you know, it's okay if you're up at the brow area to be a little bit more forceful and blend it in a little bit more, but not like down at your lid area. And like I said, maybe somebody who's a professional is like, oh my God, what's this girl doing? She just needs to shut up. But this is what I do. Take it as you will. Like, you don't have to do any of it. You could take a part of it and say, hey, I like that. Or you could say, I need to make my own tutorial and send it to her because this poor little girl needs some help. And we are 11 minutes in. But mind you, I'm talking and taking my coffee and chatting. So this would normally not take but maybe 10 minutes. So aren't you lucky you get to spend a little bit more time with me? Okay, now I have to get close. So this is like a powdery, it's weird because it's like in a jar thing and it's powdery, and I'm using like, this almost looks like a lip applicator. So I like to kind of dab it through my middle. Do my middle and come up a little higher. And then again, I don't even know what possessed me to do this. Really don't. But all of a sudden it's like, I kind of like it. Oh, and if you saw my video the other day, I talked about spillover, and the reason why I talked about spillover was because of this stuff. It's powdery and it's loose. So I'm not really, I have used a loose powder before in an eyeshadow, but it was more like in a pod than in a, I don't know what you want to call this. But so it seemed like it was a little bit more manageable because you would put it on with a brush. So you would do that whole like, you know, tap, 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 tap. And it would come off so you wouldn't have as much. And this, I haven't figured out how to do my little tap tap thing to get it off of there. And then I take, where is my, okay. And then I just take a regular eyeshadow thing. And I go across the inside a little bit more. And across like a blending. I know you're supposed to like, you can actually see the variations of colors even as you're blending them kind of together. So like, I like to have like this part right here blend so that it kind of all morphs together, but you can still kind of see that coppery color, which for some reason has become like my new favorite color line, is like the coppers and it's not even fall anymore. I started them in the fall and I really liked them, and now I'm stuck on them for some reason. And my liquid eyeliner, I have found that liquid's a little bit easier, because you know about my little cat eye mess. We'll see. We'll see. I've gotten a little bit better. And I don't know if you're, you know, I just said to be gentle with your eye, but I will be stretching it here. I'm just gonna go sweep it across, and then I'm gonna sweep it across. Make sure it looks a little even. Even Steven. What do you think? Even enough? It'll have to do. Because nobody's really looking that close. Or at least they shouldn't be. And then my mascara, which I'm probably needing to replace soon. I know I've got to be close to the 3-month mark. I'm kind of one of those people that, even though they say you should be getting rid of some stuff, I'm like, if it's still working, why do I want to get rid of it? Like if it gets weird where it's like clumping or it's not applying the way it should, then I'm all for like tossing it out. Or like I've had stuff before where like when I had like the blush that wasn't on a stick like that, it was like in a little, you know, like the eyeshadow was, pod thing, whatever, I don't know what you want to call those, but like when they break, it's a pain. So that's why I kind of like those blushes too, because those are great for traveling, because you can like throw those things around and those suckers will not break. So even if you like the little pod, you can have a pod for at home and then get like a blush stick or even just like a highlighter stick for travel. So not like I'm a world traveler by any means, but I'm just telling you that it's not even safe to travel in my purse a lot of times, because then I go to use it and go, oh, now I have to throw it away because it's a broken mess. Can't use a broken mess. Okay, so mascara, one coat is on. Please don't mind my puffy eyes, my black whatever, because I didn't do my eye treatment. Yes, all of you skincare representatives, I don't want to hear about it. I told y'all this is what I do on the like fly. This is like fast. This is not like, all I did was throw some moisturizer on. I didn't do a whole bunch of what do you call it, processes. I did them last night but not this morning, and I have a different process for daytime and nighttime. So that was really, really simple. Like I said, even with chatting with you guys, it was, you know, not even 15 minutes of makeup time. So even if you're running late for work, you can do that. And my hair is up because that's one thing I found, that yes, my hair looks better down, or my face looks better if my hair is down for videos, but I want to make sure like I have a good line here so that I can see that I'm not doing anything stupid. And if my hair is in my face, then I can't see that. So anyway, hopefully you found that helpful, and you could see that you could do a pretty quick routine in, you know, probably 10-15 minutes. And that's with let's see, I primed, I put on my my lip conditioner, I put on what did I say, prime? I think I said prime, and then foundation, and then I even contoured, and I did a highlighter and a blush, and I did 3 eyeshadows. I fixed my stupid eyebrow, and did my eyeliner and mascara. So that's pretty quick. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. I have to go to the grocery store, and hopefully it won't be horrible, because I've heard that the roads are kind of rough out there, and I wasn't expecting that today. I used to really love winter, and for some reason it's stressing me out this year. It's like I don't like to be cold. I'm a hermit in my house, and I'm just not a fan. Like, I like snow, but if it could like be great through the week when I have to run errands, and then if I don't have to go anywhere, then it can snow like on a Sunday. Like if it would just snow on a Sunday and I could have the fire going and be all cozy under a blanket, drinking my coffee and watching movies, that would be perfect. So if y'all have like, you know, a hookup with Mother Nature, put that in for me, would you please? All right, everybody, have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye.